cannot see them. So the idea is, how much of these waves can we actually detect on this side of the veil? Ex-FBI agent Ben Henson has been investigating and documenting paranormal anomalies around the world using multiple technologies. He volunteered to demonstrate these technologies to us, so I decided to bring a friend along. Corey Feldman needs no introduction. Child actor, filmmaker, and musician, Corey's fascinated by supernatural phenomena and wanted to join us for some interesting experiments.
When I was working for the Bureau, they have looked into phenomena such as UFOs, time relations. The devices that I use conducting kind of our own experiments into something that's called ITC research. I don't know if you've heard of that before. Mm-hmm. So it's instrumental transcommunication. So in about the 70s, people started experimenting and finding out you could take all sorts of electronic devices and voices were showing up on the tapes.
A little skeptical.
So was I.
Yeah.
Completely skeptical, because the prime theory of what we call capturing an EVP, the electronic voice phenomena, is that we're dealing with electromagnetic waves. And what they found was that you can take a device such as this, which is an induction coil, okay? This experiment we're going to do, you'll speak into the red tape recorder. Then what we're going to do is transmit through this induction coil to the blue tape recorder. The blue is the receiver, the red is the transmitter. These we're going to take your voice and I'll have you make a message on the red tape recorder.
Okay.
So the first thing I want you to do, if you could take the battery out of the blue recorder for me.
Sure. And there's a blue battery in it too. Isn't that convenient? Okay.
Right up there. So for quality control, we'll take the blue recorder and we'll just set it over here out of the way.
Okay.
Okay. Now the red recorder, I would like you to leave a message.
Captain's log, stardate 2018. This is Captain Corey of the USS Red Recorder leaving a message that may be detected in other universes or dimensions.
Great. Awesome. So I can see it's there. You left a 20-second message.
Perfect.
Okay, so it's here. But just to make sure, what we're going to do is we're going to take what we call an EMF meter, electromagnetic field meter. And as we play this back, you see the needle fluctuating. The EMF meter is picking up electromagnetic field from this device.
Got it.
His voice is on the recorder, but what is being picked up here is not the sound. Okay, it's being picked up by an induction coil, which creates a magnetic field.
It's just basically magnetic energy.
Magnetic energy, exactly. So we'll put the meter aside, and now we have a transmitting coil, which is broadcasting the message. And if you could now put the battery back into the recorder. Okay, so we've shown it was not recording at the same time this was, so there's no way it picked up on it. I'm not going to touch these two coils together. Okay, you see they're close because they've got to be close to each other's fields. Okay, but they're not touching.
Yeah.
Powered on.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent. So now we have our blue recorder, okay, which we'll call it the receiving recorder. Just get a simple little speaker here so that we can hear it better. We're going to plug into it. Fingers crossed. Let's see if your message is now on the captured recorder.
Captain's log, stardate 2018. This is Captain Corey of the USS Red Recorder leaving a message that may be detected in other universes or dimensions. Well, there you go.
That's
Do you see how clear it was?
very clear.
Very clear.
That was not done by radio waves. It was not done acoustically. We've transferred it seemingly through some magical energy, but science knows is an electromagnetic field. So the theory behind this is it's energy based. It has to be. Okay? All we have here is a piece of metal with wire wound around inside of it. What do you think the biggest induction coil, let's think grand scale, what do we have would be the biggest induction coil that surrounds us all?
The Earth.
The Earth. If it's that, or if it's some other energy we don't quite understand, we're all connected to it.
You just demonstrated how sound waves can be transferred from one point to another without physical contact.
I can think of somebody across the world, and just by thinking about
They'll
them,
call you.
they call you.
Yeah, I do it all the time. The reality is we're all plugged in to the same source.
I completely agree. We can take this whole concept